How to eat mindfully. Strategy 1. In eating mindfully, Susan Albers recommends starting with one mealtime, breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose a specific location to eat, such as your table or the lunchroom at work. Sit quietly. Don't get up, and don't answer the phone. Have all the food you intend to eat on the table in front of you before starting. To be mindful, you must give your full attention to your eating. You must focus on the process of eating and enjoying your meal. Strategy 2. Susan Albers suggests that one way to slow down the process of eating is to challenge the way you have always done it. For example, try eating using a pair of chopsticks instead of your customary utensils. This will force you to take smaller portions, eat more slowly, and look at your food more closely. Other strategies include eating with your non-dominant hand, chewing your food 30 to 50 times per bite, or trying to make the portion of food you've taken for the meal last 20 minutes. Observe the sensation of picking up the food and placing it in your mouth. Strategy 3. In coming to our senses, mindfulness guru Jon Kabat-Zinn says, when we taste with attention, even the simplest foods provide a universe of sensory experience, awakening us to them. The raisin consciousness is an exercise. The exercise is based on Buddhist teachings. Note, if you don't like raisins, you can use another fruit or nut. Raisin meditation. Sit comfortably in a chair. Place a raisin in your hand. Examine the raisin, as if you had never seen it before. Imagine it as its plump self growing on the vine surrounded by nature. As you look at the raisin, become conscious of what you see, the shape, texture, color, size. Is it hard or soft? Bring the raisin to your nose and smell it. Are you anticipating eating the raisin? Is it difficult not to just pop it in your mouth? How does the raisin feel? How small it is in your hand? Place the raisin in your mouth. Become aware of what your tongue is doing. Bite ever so lightly into the raisin. Feel its squishiness. Chew 3 times and then stop. Describe the flavor of the raisin. What is the texture as you complete chewing? Swallow the raisin. Sit quietly, breathing, aware of what you are sensing. The raisin exercise dispels all previous concepts we may be harboring about meditation. It immediately places it in the realm of the ordinary, the everyday, the world you already know, but are now going to know differently. Eating one raisin very slowly allows you to drop right into the knowing in ways that are effortless, totally natural, and entirely beyond words and thinking. Such an exercise delivers wakefulness immediately. There is in this moment only tasting. Experts recommend 3 simple, easy-to-remember rules for eating healthy. 1. Eat food. 2. Not too much. 3. Mostly plants. These guidelines are very aligned with the 2015 USDA recommendations and those developed by Harvard's Healthy Eating Plate, which include choosing whole grains, eating lean protein like fish and chicken instead of red meat, drinking plenty of water, using healthy oils, and filling almost half your plate with healthy produce. Here are general guidelines that apply to everyone and are important for good health. Know your healthy body weight. Because there is such strong evidence linking obesity to many chronic or acute diseases, the World Health Organization and the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services recommend that you aim for a healthy body weight with the body mass index, BMI, between 18.5 and 25. BMI indicates an individual's weight status in relation to height, and it helps give a sense of a healthy ratio between the two. It doesn't apply to children, the elderly, or the very athletic. Combine healthy eating with exercise. Studies show that diet alone is not as effective in achieving a healthy body weight as diet combined with exercise. Physical activity has many other health benefits as well. Even relatively small weight loss can make a difference in health by reducing blood pressure and improving glucose tolerance and blood lipids. Follow dietary guidelines. Whether you are working to lose or maintain weight, you should make healthy food choices following the dietary guidelines for Americans developed by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the U.S. Department of Agriculture. These guidelines will improve your health, help you meet your nutrient requirements, and reduce your risk of chronic disease. The dietary guidelines recommend that you get the most nutrition out of the calories you eat. To simplify healthy eating, the U.S. Department of Agriculture has replaced the traditional food pyramid with the "To Choose My Plate" graphic. We recommend the Harvard School of Public Health version, called the Healthy Eating Plate, which points consumers to the healthiest choices in the major food groups based on the best scientific evidence. Drink water. It is a common recommendation to drink 8 to 10 glasses of water a day to help your body's biological processes, especially carrying nutrients to cells and eliminating wastes. The Institute of Medicine, IM, advises men to consume roughly 3.7 liters, about 16 cups, of water a day, and women to consume 2.7 liters, about 12 cups, of water a day. 80% of this should come from drinking water and other beverages, but not soda, coffee, or alcohol. The remaining 20% should come from foods, especially fruits and vegetables, which are 70% to 95% water. Your water needs depend on many factors, including your health, how active you are, and where you live. It's generally not a good idea to use thirst alone as a guide for when to drink. By the time you become thirsty, you may already be slightly dehydrated. It is especially important for older adults to drink water before becoming thirsty, because your thirst sense is diminished as you get older. Pay attention to your eating patterns. How, when, and where do you eat? If you're like many Americans, you may often eat meals while doing something else, driving, talking on the phone, watching television, or reading. In short, you may pay little attention to your food. As a result, you may not always fully taste and enjoy your food. You may eat more than you need. You may sometimes suffer from indigestion or other gastrointestinal symptoms. How the food giants hooked us. Reporter Michael Moss describes how executives at large food corporations have figured out the science of getting people to buy more of their products. In short, many processed foods are not designed to enhance well-being, but to exploit natural cravings for salt, sugar, and fat, and when coupled with colorful, attractive advertising, many unhealthy foods such as colas and sugary cereals become irresistible staples in the American diet. The grocery store is a good place to practice mindful shopping. Check the ingredients label. Many companies have begun to shuttle harmful amounts of sugar and salt into foods you wouldn't naturally suspect, such as spaghetti sauce, granola bars, and yogurt. Make purchase decisions based on USDA dietary guidelines. Buy whole foods, such as fruits and vegetables, and skip processed foods, no matter how tempting and flashy their packaging may be. This is especially important if you have children, as much of the food giants' marketing is aimed at exploiting the vulnerable willpower of young people. Eat with others. Apart from the biological effects of eating on the run, there are social, psychological, and spiritual effects. Fast food habits can deny you the benefits gained from preparing foods with mindfulness, appreciation, and care, and eating with others in a relaxing atmosphere. Research demonstrates that the social component to eating is critically important to health outcomes and well-being. A 2011 study showed that children and adolescents who eat meals with their family 3 or more times each week increase their likelihood of developing healthy eating habits and maintaining a normal weight. Another study by a team at the University of Minnesota found that family mealtimes also decreased risk for substance abuse, sexual intercourse, depression, eating disorders, and poor academic performance among adolescents. Thanks for watching. For more help, touch the links below.